Happy holidays, tea people! It's the 17th day of Teasmas and David's gave to me David's breakfast blend and milk chocolate stars with peach matcha. David's breakfast blend is organic, which contains organic black tea from Assam, India and Ceylon, Sri Lanka. So it smells a little bit spicier than I remember, but that's probably a packaging issue. And of course, milk chocolate stars with peach matcha. Here's how we're going to evaluate each tea. We're going to rate each out of 100 points for dry leaf appearance, 20, infused leaf appearance, 10, fragrance or aroma of the infusion, 20, the color and look of the liqueur in the cup, 10, and most importantly, flavor, tastes and aromas, 40, for a total of 100. Since these matchas all look pretty much identical, we're only going to rate on 4 categories. The dry matcha aroma and taste, 20 points. The fragrance and aroma of the beverage, 20 points. The flavor and mouthfeel, most important, 40. And is it matcha, for the final 20 points, for a total of 100. David's has this to say about its breakfast blend. What if your morning had a bold beginning? We've carefully chosen our favorite organic Assam and Ceylon black teas and found the perfect balance of full-bodied flavors and subtle sweetness. Let's find out. So taking a look at this tea, it looks like maybe CTC and Fannings. It's a fine blend of black tea, which again speaks to the cross-contamination with the packaging of being too close to other teas. So let's steep this for 3 minutes at 95 degrees. You do need high heat in order for a black tea to kind of show itself. And we will also try our milk chocolate star with it. If you're enjoying this video, please take a moment to like and subscribe and hit the bell icon. It would really help us out. So, David's recommends trying this tea with a splash of milk. It has been steeping for about 3 minutes. Yes, I'm definitely getting some of the Assam flavors there. It's not ridiculously strong. I'm not huge into breakfast teas because I find they can be a bit bitter and astringent for me. This tea is very, very flavorful in terms of its aromas and smells in the leaf, but in the cup, I get a bitter head, an astringent finish, but aside from bitterness and a bit of astringency, I'm not getting much. I am not getting a full-bodied cup. I am not getting a well-rounded cup. I'm getting bitterness and astringency on the tip of my tongue, rolling over the back of the mouth, but it tastes bland. For something I would expect to be a full-bodied tea, it's too bland for my taste. It tastes like monsoon tea, kind of. Like all the flavors are washed away. Let's add a shot of milk, and then we get a nice kind of cappuccino kind of color. It's an unobtrusive breakfast tea. For me, it's bland. I want much more flavor out of that cup. I want those stone fruits to be kind of poking their heads out. I don't just want to get the bitterness and the astringency. The milk really covers up the bitterness and astringency quite well, but I feel like there's not a lot of underlying flavor there. All right, so let's try this peach chocolate matcha star. I gotta say, some of their choices for like their chocolates were interesting. Salted caramel and chocolate, that sounds like it would go well together. And it was. Blueberry and white chocolate, I guess it goes, but peach and milk chocolate, like, I mean, when you think of flavors that go well with milk chocolate, peach probably isn't the first one that comes to mind. So it's just a little bit interesting that David's made that choice. But let's try it out. Milk chocolate has always been too sweet for me. The peach kind of gets lost a little bit. The peach was one of my favorite matchas. It's, you know, you cannot tell from the color, which is just brown, or the flavor that there is matcha in there at all. I would give David's organic breakfast blend about a 60. And I feel like 60 is being generous. I expect a much more balanced cup. I expect a much stronger flavor from a black tea. And black tea should not just be astringent and bitter. There should be a lot more going on. Those flavors that I was smelling in the leaf should be translated into the cup. Perhaps it's a bit of packaging. I do remember last year's David's breakfast that was sealed in the foil packets, having a kind of much more robust flavor and more going on there. So it didn't just wash over my palate, it really got in there. But this one, generously, I feel a 60. Not their best work. Hard to say. Anyway, this was day 17. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did like our content, please like and subscribe and ring that bell down below. That would really help us out. And remember, if you drinky, flick the pinky. Bye for now.